Hi, I'm Akshay. I'm one of the co-founder at Reach. I generally handle the growth inside the company.
Hi guys, I'm Abhay. I am one of the founders of the company. I handle product growth and take decisions based on how to grow the product faster. I was previously leading growth at a startup called InstaMojo based in Bangalore, and post that we bunch of engineers started this tech company out of Gurgaon. Reach is an Android app which reverses the whole flow of how the content gets shared with the phone. Day to day we save so much content on our phone which we don't mind sharing with the friends and family that we have. So it's an Android app currently where you can make a trusted community of friends and family and just click on their profiles and see the kind of content they have on the phone. Obviously we take care of your privacy. You decide the kind of content available to your friends. And I can at any point of time browse through what are the kind of music you have, the kind of apps you are using, or the latest games trending in my class, and can just click and get the file instantly.
So talking about the privacy is actually not a very big concern, just because at the time of onboarding itself, we first land the user to the privacy settings option. So you can see what all files are actually visible to your friends. You can select a file and probably hide it if you don't want that file to be seen to your friends. So so the kind of privacy setting that we are engaging right now on the app are very user driven, and also by default we hide all your personal files. So if there are WhatsApp audios or some recordings or some kind of dating apps that you don't want others to see, so by default we have identified a set of those files and we by default hide those. And obviously if you want to unhide those, you can do that with just a tap. So Ayush Verma, who was at that time interning with Adobe, and he was the guy who came up with this concept of peer-to-peer technology. So the concept of getting into someone's phone and just looking out the content that he or she has and dragging that onto your phone, that was actually very interesting, and that is something that Ayush came up with. At that moment we were three and we wanted a fourth one who actually can lead the Android part, and the guy was right inside my class, and his name is Ashish. He was an internee with Zomato back then.
So finally we have been really lucky to attract a lot of investors. There are more than 8 investors from India, Singapore, Japan, across various verticals who are backing us today. We are a part of Google Launchpad because it's a very tech focused product company. So most of the technology is right now on Google.
We have over 16 million files on the Reach network, out of which I guess 2 million files have been shared across the network. The overall time spent on the app, on an average, the session is about 8 minutes, and the kind of engagement that is happening is actually very terrific. So we are very much hopeful. We were figuring out the right product. Now it's the time to actually scale. So we are at around, I guess, 50,000 users as of now, and we have a plan to scale it to 600,000 by the end of the year. We don't actually plan to make money as of now. We want to simplify it for a advertising company to actually target the right audience. That's actually our revenue model. So we know from the data that this is the guy who probably travels a lot. So we might give him
travel apps, probably Oyo if he's traveling somewhere, or the kind of activities that he's doing, we might make sense out of that. And it's not a typical advertisement model where it's actually an ad popping up and destroying your experience. I think 90% of the users have asked us for a chat feature. To be very honest, yes, communication is a huge part of exchange, the kind of information we are exchanging. People want to say, hey, what about this file, or want to communicate over that. Though right now we want to keep the USP or the product focus very simple on exchange. We might be launching chat or messaging options in a matter of next quarter or so, based on again whether it really is adding some value, because we just want to don't want to build another chat app that has to have something different, something unique about the the engagement that people are having. So communication is going to happen. Is chat the way? I'm not very sure. I think definitely it's going to be a global company. We are soon expanding to other countries. Right now, it's only available in India. I see Reach as like every individual would have a Reach handle someday, where that's the way of content sharing through your mobile phone. People would be probably not. So it's a huge behavioral change that we are bringing on, right? File sharing. If you think about file sharing, it's always about me selecting a file, sending a person, and sending it to someone. We are actually reversing that, where you don't need to do that effort. The trusted social community that happens on Reach, they just get to know the kind of content you have and take it. So I think it's going to innovate the way people are exchanging content with their phones and socialize over it.